Hey guys, what's up? Nulric here for another update for Arma 3. This time around, I'll be going over the Bootcamp update and what it brings to Arma 3. This update introduces new features that focus on instructing newcomers as well as veterans to the Arma series, helping to familiarize them with the mechanics of Arma 3. First up, we have a new campaign named Prologue, consisting of 5 chapters, which brings us back 1 year in the Arma 3 universe before Stratus, looking back into the events leading up to Arma 3's current state of affairs. Instead of Corporal Ben Carey being our main character that you play as, you now play as Sergeant Conway, who actually led Alpha Unit, of which Carey was a part before the Stratus incident. As a side note, I'll be uploading my own footage of playing through Prologue as well as the VR training. This will be done in roughly the same fashion as with my East Wind playthrough. Next up is the addition of a new terrain named Virtual Reality. It's essentially an endless testing facility to run friends and teammates alike through drills and scenarios in a more controlled environment. It could also be used as a light testbed for modders. It's also been given Zeus compatibility as well, along with new buildings, other minor assets, and AI character models. But my favorite thing so far is punishing players with PT exercises. It should also be noted that for variety, there's also a small pool measuring roughly 65 by 65 by 2 meters situated in the northeast corner of the map. The new Learn tab basically gives faster access to most of Bootcamp's features, as well as others that are oriented towards what Bootcamp is all about. The Bootcamp tab is just a quicker way to enter the Prologue campaign. VR training drills you through the different aspects of the game, teaching you multiple mechanics within different primary fields. Now this is something that I've personally been looking forward to. Virtual Arsenal gives you the ability to completely customize, test, and save an endless number of tailored loadouts, down to the last chemlight or that special style of eyewear. You can use them in missions made in the editor via the Export tab that gives you the code for the layout of choice, or you can use them as loadouts for players in Zeus by activating them via the Loadouts module. The field manual offers text-based help for mostly any question you may have concerning the in-game aspects of Arma 3. And finally, the community guides offer in-depth visual insight to many different and important intricacies of Arma 3 gameplay, voiced, demonstrated, and produced by Dyslexia in cooperation with Bohemia Interactive. You should definitely check them out if you haven't already. And although that was the end of what I could visually demonstrate, there are still 2 subjects that need addressing that you'll eventually have to try out for yourselves. Up until now, weapon sway and fatigue haven't been as much of the crucial aspects of gameplay that needed eyes kept out for as much as a lot of players have wanted them to be. Luckily, Bohemia felt the same way. As it is, the choice of what weapon you're working with, be it a small caliber pistol or a large caliber LMG, has little effect on your movement and speed alike. The addition of having to think before choosing your loadout, and any challenges that could come with it down the road, will surely be welcomed by a large amount of the player base. The consideration from the player to the fatigue mechanics will also grow with this update, putting real weight on your shoulders, pun intended, when on the move or when that unforeseen firefight pops up. Having to manage both your equipment and stamina gives more complexity to your playstyle, adding challenges that you'll need to foresee and overcome with compensation. However, Bohemia has stated that with these changes will come no overly harsh disconnect between the player and their in-game avatars. Although your choices will ultimately determine the severity of these penalties, it will not diminish the level of fun you receive from the game. And that about does it for this update video. As always, feedback is appreciated. It's always good to hear positivity and what I could do better alike. I can't wait to see how players react to this update once it goes to stable branch. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Nulric, signing out.